If you have taken commerce in 11th and 12th grade in ISC stream, this video is for you because in this video I'll be telling you everything about commerce stream from the basics, academics to extracurriculars, literally everything, and even to your professional side of the 11th and 12th grade. So yeah, let's just get started. Before getting started, I'm Mayur Sharma and I recently gave my class 12 board examination and I got 98%. So I think that I'm in a decent position to give you all advice. And again, this was one of the most requested videos. So this video is going to be divided into three parts. As I said, academics, where I'll be telling you about each and every subject, the tips and tricks to study those and all. Next comes your extracurriculars and then your professional side. And like I'll tell you, let's just get started. For academics, I would say let's divide the things into two subjects. One is theoretical and the other is practical. My subjects were English, Maths, Eco, Commerce, Hindi, and Accounts. And to be honest, I was pretty much good in everything except Maths because, like, in 11th grade, Maths had already given a lot of trauma to me. So yeah, uh, again, keeping in subject the nature of the pattern of ISC, they are getting into more of the conceptual based questions. So even in theoretical paper, you should be knowing how to analyze a question, how to analyze a particular topic, and things like that. And once again, even in maths, you should be able to know some theory as well because there will be MCQs of 1 mark or something like that that would be asking you something out of the box theoretical question. So yeah. So for English, I would say for language, fluency is must, and there is a particular pattern that boards follows for grammar. And if you know that, the 20 marks is in your pocket. Again, I would say that for the essay, I did the one word essay because that thing is comparatively easier, and again that brings your marks, like uplifts your marks. And the only mistakes which I think that I did in my English language paper was the three meanings of in the comprehension. So yeah, get to know your vocabulary well so that you don't do dumb mistakes like me. Now for literature, I would say that understand the text well and know your text. It's just one simple thing. Know your text and literature will be like very easy. For commerce and eco, my thing was that I cannot sit and learn things. So I used to walk, and again for law right now I am walking and learning those type of things because like you have to engage yourself in some activity or other things so that learning seems easier. Again, because these theoretical subjects are particularly boring, I prefer taking notes for those subjects so that I can go back and look back at the colorful notes which I took. And I use colorful pens and highlighters to decorate and stuffs like that. For maths, start right now. For accounts, start right now. Do not wait for like September or October for like revision. That would be a period for revision. Do not wait until September because the syllabus is huge, so you have to complete your syllabus first. And to be honest, maths is tough, accounts is tough, it's huge. So start right now so that it would be useful and your future self will not cuss your this version. So yeah, start right now and do practice papers. Do as much practice papers as you can. And again, I think that your teachers would be like ask questions regarding anything that you cannot understand. Do not keep things by yourself because, to be honest, it's boards here. Don't take it lightly. Now, let's move to the extracurricular portion. For I know that in 11th and 12th grade, the pressure for extracurriculars increases in school because you're the senior most batch. So I would say that participate in as much competitions, events as you can because it uplifts your soft skills like time management, communication skills, etc. etc. So yeah, I participated in a number of events and won in a lot of them. So I would say that participate in as much as you can, but do not overburden yourself because I remember at a point of time I overburdened myself with the events going on and the exams going on, and At one point of time, I was not being able to like complete my sleep also. So yeah, do not overburden yourself. And after a point of time, like from the month of September or something like that, stop doing events and start preparing for boards puri tarika se, so that your syllabus and revision is done, and so that you do not regret things later. Now coming to events, and I would say that particularly events which concerns your stream, for instance, something related to business, conclaves, economics, that would be like useful for your resume in the future. I would say that, and yeah, it would help you think out of your academic books and apply those knowledge in real life. So yeah, participate in commerce or economics, some type of events like that. Now coming to your professional side, start start, start being on LinkedIn, because there is actually lack of people from 11th and 12th grade on LinkedIn, because when I went on LinkedIn in 11th grade, there was absolutely no one around me who was in 11th and 12th grade who was actually on LinkedIn. But so I would say that LinkedIn is a very useful app if you are looking for unpaid internships or like even paid ones, because uh, I did two unpaid internships at the starting, and then eventually I got into freelancing, and then it did not just help me building my resume and help me teach soft skills, but it also taught me the importance of networking, because like when you approach people on LinkedIn and then you see what are things that is required to be sitting on the board of directors team, board of directors table, seeing those things actually motivates can actually motivate you guys. So yeah, now, coming to the professional side on the career opportunities for commerce, I would say that often people think that commerce liya hai, to like the options are CA, CS, ACCA, something like that. But to be honest, there is a wide variety of options available if you have taken commerce. For instance, you can get into like something related to economics, something related to econometrics, and you can do MBA, you can be a consultant. And to be honest, it seems like when you when I tell someone that I'm a consultant, like it is kind of boring, right? But the actual job, when you actually go and search and look for the vlogs of consultant and something like that, like I remember in 11th grade during the summer vacation, I would like binge watch vlogs related to professionals from commerce background, so that I could think that what do I have to do? Again, something which I wanted to tell you guys is start doing something of your own. If it is freelancing, if it is doing social media, something like that. If it is doing unpaid internships during your summer breaks or something like that, so that it can be useful to bring up in the CV. I would say, because at the end of the day, your marks matter, but your experiences matter more, and it would also help you like know what things are outside your academic books. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope that this video was helpful, and let's meet you in the next video. And the ke bye. I post content related to lifestyle and academics and something like that. So yeah, let's meet in the next video.